All right, top of the morning to everyone. Thank you guys for coming. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. All right, we have another friend coming. She'll probably go right up here in the front. I'm streaming these classes live on YouTube, and your faces won't be in it, so don't worry. The camera is back there. Unless you go put your face up there in the camera, that's the only reason why your face would be in it. So no worries. If you don't want to be filmed, you won't be. They're there for our friends online who can't be here, or it's there, rather, for the friends online who can't be here. And also, if you guys want to do it ad infinitum, forever, again, it'll be memorialized on YouTube. So if the practices are fun and you like it, you can go back and watch it anytime, as are many of them. Joyce, you can come right up here to the front, or right here, if you like, or we can sneak you right there if you prefer. And to anyone online, I want to know if the audio is working, please. So give me like a little thumbs up or comment saying the audio is working. I'm always experimenting with new gear, so if this gear is working, let me know. Thank you. All right. Some of us are new to breathwork classes, and that's amazing. I'm really glad for that. To me, the breath part of yoga is the best part of yoga. The breath part is the best part, because it's like a magic doorway to walk from the physical to something more subtle. And if you believe in spiritual stuff, that's where we walk through to arrive. It's kind of hard for me and many people to get to a place of spirituality and calmness and complete peace just through physical things, just through the movements, the postures, the asanas. That's why the breath is so darn important. And the breath doesn't have to be associated to movements. The breath can be done like this, seated. And there are probably 100, 200 different breath techniques. And so these classes on Saturdays, and once Adam brings his classes back on Sunday evenings, his breathwork classes, we'll go through many of those varied techniques. And I like to quote my sources too. I've got that kind of like linear thinking mind that I need to prove to you where these things come from. So from time to time, not from time to time, every time, I'll read a little bit of of scripture, of actual yogic scripture, and show you where the techniques that I love doing come from. So throughout the next hour, we'll do several things. We'll do some breath of fire, this thing. We'll do some retentions called kumbhaka, where we breathe and hold, or exhale and hold. We might do some alternate nostril breathing, but maybe not today. And we'll do some relaxation, yoga nidra, guided meditation, all these different things. I'm not going to make you just sit there for an hour and say, all right, make your mind go blank. I promise I'll never do that, because that's not even meditation, believe it or not. Meditation actually is giving your mind an anchor thought, something to focus on, preferably something moving. That's why the breath, the inhale and the exhale is such a great anchor for the mind. That's meditation more than, hey, make your mind go blank. That's It's not. Meditating is literally focusing the mind on one thing, and it's hard to do that. That's why it's a practice. Before I bore you with the scripture, let's do a little practice, actually. So please sit tall, and I always recommend sitting on something. So I like a block, but you don't have to. You could be perfectly comfortable without anything. But to be comfortable, I want you to adjust. Do whatever you need to literally be comfortable, because when you're moving and constantly readjusting, you're not going to be able to meditate. So however you can sit comfortable. All right. I'd like you to relax your shoulders. Just everyone take your right hand and put it on your belly for a second and close your eyes. So start to breathe here and just keep your hand there for a second and notice what your belly does when you're breathing in and out. And I want you to elongate the breath, please. Make your inhales really long and your exhales really long too. Notice what the belly does. So when the inhale occurs, you're probably distending the belly a little bit. The belly goes out, right? Then when you exhale, the belly probably goes back in towards the spine. Just notice that for a moment. I want you to get to know what muscles are being activated when the breathing process occurs. So you clearly have abdominals. There's also a diaphragm, which you can't feel with your hand, but the diaphragm is in there. And that kind of cups and holds the stomach and the lungs rather, not the stomach. And the diaphragm muscle is incorporated into the movements of breathing. So when the inhale happens, the diaphragm lowers, the abs go out. So your lungs can expand and take in air. When the exhale happens, the diaphragm goes up. The abdominals go in, makes the lungs smaller, pushing air out of the trachea. So it's the architecture of the body, the physicality of it, the mechanics of breathing. get to know that, and then once we get that down, then we can move into something more metaphysical after the physical is addressed. All right, so while you're doing this, you can keep your hand there if you want, or, well, actually, let's keep our hand there, please, because there's a little more. Engage some Ujjayi breathing, so the muscles around the trachea, so your epiglottal area is going to flex, and your trachea, the windpipe, is going to get thin, and that's where that Ujjayi sound is generated, in the throat. Your actual windpipe is getting thin, and that's causing a sound that creates physical heat. And guess what? That's another anchor for your mind, right? So when you hear the breath that you're doing, you feel the vibrations of the breath that you're doing, that's something to focus your mind on. That literally is meditation. When you bring your mind to a one-pointed focus, that's meditation, not making your mind go blank. And then can you keep your mind there? That's the work. Okay, let's take this a step further. I want you to feel the palm that you're pushing into your belly gently, and notice you do have a chakra in your palm. There's an energy vortex there, and you got a chakra, if you believe in that kind of thing, in your belly. The physical structure in your belly that corresponds to the chakra is the solar plexus, and that's a convergence of physical, actual nerves that science acknowledges and believes in. Science doesn't necessarily believe in a Manipura chakra, but they certainly believe in the solar plexus. So it doesn't matter if you believe in anything metaphysical or not. There's something converging and energy happening at the belly. So feel the energy of your palm and the energy of your belly getting a little bit brighter each time you breathe. Make sure your shoulders are still relaxed, especially your right shoulder. Chin is neutral, face is soft. Okay, you can take your hand away, but keep your eyes closed and keep the slow breath happening. Let's get our breathing synchronized now. I'm going to introduce my favorite tool, which is the metronome here. Just keep your eyes closed, please. We're just going to do a very simple 5-second breath. So exhale through your nose. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Now breathe in for 5, 2, 3, 4. Your lungs are full. Now exhale, 4, 3, 2. Your lungs are empty. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Your lungs are full. Now exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's do 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your lungs are full. Now exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do 7. Inhale, 2, 3. A little slower, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. And exhale. We'll do just a few more of these. If you can go to 8 or 9 or even 10, give it a shot. See what you can comfortably do. Otherwise, stay at 7. But regulate your own breath and notice that if there's any stress, if there's any anxiety, back off. It's never the goal to force anything. Back off and go to 4 or 5 maybe, or stop altogether. But the more smooth and the more consistent you can be, that's your yoga practice. That's your evolution. Okay. Keep this going. We'll do a few more together. And I want you to now imagine your spine being energized with each inhale and exhale. It might be strange to do that, but just sense your spinal column with your mind. You got a special energy channel in there. You got a spinal cord, and there's also prana. And so I want you to feel that there's an upward movement during your inhale and a downward movement during your exhale. From the base of your spine all the way to the top of your head. On your inhale, then the top of your head down to the base of your spine on the exhale. We'll do about 4 more complete cycles of this. So if you're feeling comfortable and you have plenty of oxygen and there's no stress, add a retention at the top of the inhale for at least 2 seconds. So hold the breath at the top of your inhale, at least 2 seconds. If you can go 4 or 6 seconds for the retention, do that. But try to maintain the smoothness of the inhale and the smoothness of the exhale. The same ujjayi sound, inhale and exhale. Only add the hold if you're very comfortable for the last 2 or 3 breaths here. After your last one, just be still, please. Be still, and then tune into energy, prana. If you've never done that before, it's going to sound weird. How do I do that? Well, you can start with emotions. You can start with your emotions. There's a bunch of prana injected into your emotions. So how do you feel right now? What's the vibe that's present for you right now? And then you could possibly feel vibrations around your body, on your skin, in your body. That might be a way to feel energy. You might sense that there's a tone or an attitude in you, around you. That's a way to feel your energy. And just be the witness of it. Just be aware of it. I'd like us to chant a few ohms together, and keep your eyes closed, and you don't have to join, but it's good to vibrate your body physically. It helps tune us up together, and it shakes off any funk as well. All right, we'll do 3, and the third one I like to do a little higher in pitch, so you could just follow me. Let's do a few breaths to prepare. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale through the mouth. Inhale, big preparatory exhale. All right, get ready for Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Little higher on the last one. Again, just be still, sense vibrations, sense your energy. Notice how you have the power to change things, to change your energy based on the techniques that yoga gives us. Like right now, I have a spontaneous smile on my face because I love chanting ohms as a group. I love group energy. I just changed my vibe. You might feel something different. Please bring your hands together, rub your palms a little bit, generate some heat. little bit more heat, and then I want you to just stop and keep your palms together. Separate your palms a centimeter apart. Keep your eyes closed. Your palms are a centimeter apart. Open them 2 centimeters. 3 centimeters. Now pause there and just be aware of what's between the palms. Maybe open a little wider and see if you can sense what's between the palms still. Maybe does it change? Is there something happening between the palms? All right, let's inhale and sweep our arms up to the sky. Breathe in. You can open your eyes if you want. Then exhale, draw your thumbs to your heart. We'll do it again. Breathe in, reach up. Come down to your heart. And then a third time. And exhale. All right, you can open your eyes when you're ready, if they're not open already, and come back. Okay, good. There are so many techniques in the yoga tradition, like literally thousands of different techniques. This book, one of my favorites, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Look at how thick it is. That's all yogic techniques. And there are a total of 12 postures in here. Hundreds of things to do, 12 of them are postures. What are the rest? Breathing techniques, mudras, bandhas, ways to move energy, ways to focus your mind. Only 12 postures. So how come every yoga class you go to, it's all postures? Because we like feeling something now, feeling something sensational that changes our body. And that's good, that's healthy, that's good. But there's so much more to yoga than just that. And I'm going to read a little bit about this idea of prana, because really everything revolves from prana. Our mind works because we have energy. Our body moves because we have life force. Decisions are made because you have clarity of energy, clear energy. Yeah, when you bring groups of people together to form a company or to do a team project, there's got to be energy involved, group energy. It's all prana, or so says the yoga tradition. So I want to read a little bit about that, and then I guess I should say what today's practice will culminate in. We haven't done the healing meditation in a long time, but I love this meditation that comes from the tradition that I study in. It's called the unconditional healing meditation. Unconditional healing meditation. And it takes about 12 to 15 minutes, and that'll be at the end of our time. And it's a process of purifying our own funk and then sending healing to someone or someone's or a situation that you would like to help. And sending prana, that's a neutral thing. Prana is energy that will help resolve a problem, for example. And the reason why we purify ourselves first and why it's called unconditional is because whatever we think the result or the healing should look like is not always at all the case of how it should be. The universe is smarter than we are, and if we use the universal pranic force to heal the situation or the person, it's better than us forcing our own agenda that our ego wants. If I want my friend or my dad or a situation to resolve in my way, that's not the universe's way. My way involves karma and ego, but that's what we're going to do at the end of the practice. Send healing, prana, from our strong selves to a situation that needs extra help. All right, from this text, which was compiled around the 1300s, it says, in yoga, life and consciousness are known as prakriti and purusha. In tantra, they are known as shakti and shiva. So matter and consciousness. There's always consciousness or prana in everything. In physical yoga, they're called ida and pingala, like left nostril, right nostril, yin and yang. In Taoism, yin and yang, and in physics, matter and energy. Prana and matter are intermingled and counter-supportive. They normally remain in an unbalanced and unharmonized form. Either the prana Shakti is predominant, or the mental Shakti is subservient, or the mental Shakti is predominant and the prana is subservient. Due to this imbalance, either physical disease occurs, mental disease occurs, or we can find harmony if we balance out our mind and our heart, basically. Sometimes people are driven into bouts of insanity if we have too much of one energy and not enough of the other. We should never consider that spirit is different from the body and the body is different from spirit. Through the practices of yoga, a process of transmutation of the physical elements of the body into non-physical elements takes place. Matter is convertible to energy and vice versa. That's kind of why we do this breath of fire thing. When we do that, we're going to do about 7 or 8 minutes straight of this breath of fire. And it's purifying us and changing heaviness and denseness and even physical things in our gut. It's helping digest and purify things that we think that we ate into usable good energy. It's a transmutation. Our body is convertible into spirit, and spirit is convertible into our body as well. This is the eternal play of what's referred to as Maya, the power of illusion. This is important because when we do this meditation practice where we send healing, a scientist or a materialist would say, you're cuckoo. You can't send healing from your third eye to someone that's across town. Prove that. Well, I certainly can't prove it to that person, but you can prove it to yourself. And those of us who know about prana and about the practices of Tantra and how we can manipulate energy, you can prove it to yourself that it's real. But mainstream science doesn't yet. Give them a couple hundred years and they will. But it says right here that Maya, the power of illusion, separates ourselves from each other and separates our energy from our bodies. And we don't normally believe that. But when you do believe it, that energy is manipulatable, which isn't really a real word, but when you, is that a good one? She's like, I'm a teacher, that's not a real word. Manipulatable. It's real for you. Your body is not just flesh and bone, nor just marrow. Bone marrow, that's odd. And myriads of secretions, ew. But it is a manifestation of the very subtle Shakti, polarized into prana and manas, mental power and heart power. The most important points is that the nadis, which are all the energetic channels in the body, the nadis have to be purified for the purpose of meditation. Our body functions along very simple lines. Just as a machine produces wastes, likewise, our body continuously produces wastes. These wastes serve 3 types: mucus, gas, and acidity. If we cleanse the body internally from time to time, the excess of these 3 metabolic products are removed and their formation is regulated and balanced. Then perfect health can be maintained. I love that this is talking about the physical purification because really, in all honesty here, all physical things we do in yoga are purificatory in nature, purification-oriented. I'm making up all these weird words. Purification is the purpose of physical yoga, so then you can sit and meditate with a pure vessel physically and pure mentally. You know what I mean, right? Purification. That's really the process and the purpose of all physical things. And this breath of fire that we'll do is definitely that. So prana is important. When we build prana in our body, we can use it to heal ourselves, and then we can use it to help others, and that's what the healing meditation will be. All right, let's see. It's 9:24. I was going to just share a couple really quick things in addition to that. The practice of Tantra, I want to just tell you what this is. So a lot of times when I mention the word Tantra, people think we're going to have sex magic. And there is a little bit of left-handed, what they call left-handed tantric practices that involve copulation. There really is. But that's not at all what the totality of Tantra is. Tantra simply means energy work. That's all Tantra means. It means moving energy. Understanding how your mind works, understanding how the energy moves in your body. Can you use it? Can you build it? Can you share it? Can you change your energy? That's what Tantra is. And there's a whole school of yoga about that. And really, every time you go to a physical yoga class and you do a downward dog, that's a tantric practice. You're pressing your hands into the ground. You're feeling energy move through your spine, hopefully. You're breathing prana in. That's Tantra. That's moving. When you do a low lunge and you're moving your knee and your hip, you're creating a flow of energy through joints that might have been stagnant before. That's Tantra. You're moving energy. And at the end of this practice, after we do a lot of, we're building energy here, and then the technique of the unconditional meditation is we envision that energy being inhaled up the spine to our third eye on our inhale, and then on our exhale, we're going to be super woo-woo and project it through our third eye to the heart of the person that needs help. Inhale all of our energy up. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, that's Tantra. That's Hatha Yoga also. It's all the same school, just called different things from different traditions. So I think that's freaking cool. I don't know about you guys. All right. To build energy at the navel, we're going to do Kapalabhati, or breath of fire. And some of us have not done it before. we will start slow and go faster. Before I play the track, practice for a second. Some of us have never done it before, so practice. You can take your hand back again. It looks like this. So if you've never done it, put your hand on your belly and emphasize your exhales, and you can push your hand in for each exhale. You got to have some ujjayi in the throat as well. Keep your shoulders relaxed and find a rhythm. Just go ahead and practice. If you don't need your hand there, you don't have to, but try pulling the belly in, and that's the exhale. Remember what we said about the diaphragm and the abs? When the abs go in, that's your exhale. When the abs go out, that's an inhale. But emphasize the exhale. You're cleansing, you're purifying your respiratory system, and if it's challenging, back off on the intensity. Can I answer any specific questions on that? Some of us I know are brand new to it. We all got it? We're all pros at that? Okay. Can I answer any specific questions on it? Huh? Can I answer any specific questions on it? Yeah. Would you like to ask a specific question? Can I answer any questions on it? Did you do this thing? I wasn't watching you, but did you? Okay. And can you feel how there's an exhale happening when the belly pulls in? Cool. Did it feel super weird? I think it feels nice too. Okay, good. Please. Oh gosh, that is a specific question, isn't it? Above or below? I don't know. I guess I can't answer all specific questions. It's whatever you can do. Yeah. It's actually the belly button itself. Now this is very cool. So free diving, so can I summarize what you're super oxygenating your body with oxygen so you can dive deep without any tanks, right? And it works, right? This thing? Do you? That's deep though, 65 feet. How do you do the process of that before? Is it like a breath of fire thing? That's yogic, in my opinion. Wow. And then you're calm, so your body isn't needing so much oxygen, and you can hold your breath longer. That's brilliant. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's the belly button itself. Thanks. Yeah. All right, the track that I'll play has a very slow beat, and I'm going to cue us to start breathing slowly. Like, we're going to inhale for 2 beats, and then exhale for 2 beats. We'll do this for a couple times, and then we'll go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Then we'll go in, out, in, out, in, out. And that's almost Kapalabhati. Then we'll go. So I'll cue us through the thing, and the rhythm just helps us stay smooth. The mind follows the breath. So when you learn to regulate the breath and smooth it out in a rhythm, in a smooth inhale and exhale, the mind will be that. The mind will be smooth. That's another huge benefit of pranayama besides cleansing and purifying. All right. And once we're in it, it'll be about 6 minutes. So I'll keep us, I'll keep you informed of how long we have. And if you have to stop, you can certainly stop. If you're pregnant, please don't do this. If you're on your cycle, just breathe slowly and deeply the whole time. But if you're not either of those, let's do the strong breathing together. So sit tall, close your eyes. You'll just listen to the beat for a moment here. Start to breathe deeply here. Now exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your face soft. Sit tall though. Your spine is erect. Don't worry about any bandhas just yet. Just sit tall and sense that your head is straight over the base of your spine. Don't overdo it though. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Let's go faster now. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Now you're not really going to use your full lung capacity here. You'll be using half, maybe 2/3 or 3/4 of your lung capacity, or else you'll start to hyperventilate. We don't want to do that. So stay subtle with it, but stay rhythmic. And if you need more energy, you can go stronger and use your whole lung capacity if you can, but don't gas out. Let's go a little faster in 3, 2, 1. Now exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Now exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. You can stay with this for the whole time if you'd like, or if you'd like to move into traditional Kapalabhati breath of fire, it's exhale, 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 exhale. Out, 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 out. If that's too much, just go back to the previous. Stay rhythmic with it. Find the belly motion. Belly, 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 belly. Snap, 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 snap. Learn to sustain it though. If you're feeling like it's a little bit much to maintain, back off on the strength, but try to keep the rhythm. Try not to move your shoulders too much, just isolate the abdominals. We're almost halfway there. Nostril breathing only. Nostril breathing only. Lips are closed. Now, for those of you who are really good and want more, and you don't need to back off, you can emphasize the inhale and the exhale equally. That will literally double power, supercharge the practice. You'll find that you'll build more heat. You might start sweating. Please be gentle, be kind to yourself. You don't have to force it. Got about 2 minutes left. The rhythm is more important than the strength. If you need to stop and take a few slow breaths, you certainly can. And you could create an extension of your spine by lifting arms up if you want even more energy. I like to lace my fingers and press the palms up. You can do that, or arms could be out. This again will intensify the energy if you want to. If not, don't worry about it. And then lastly, you could squeeze Mula Bandha with each exhale if you chose to. If you don't know what Mula Bandha is, don't worry about it for now. About a minute left. Relax your face and feel good here. There's good vibes that you're creating. It's strong, it's powerful, it's bright. You're creating digestive fire in the belly. You can sense that there is energy building behind your navel, a flame, a fire, lightning even. See that with your inner mind. Your belly chakra is alive. You're doing really well. Almost there. On the home stretch. Keep going if you can. Five more seconds. Exhale completely. Take a deep inhale. If your arms are up, keep them up though. Hold your breath. Everyone's holding. Chin is neutral. Now lift your pelvic floor like you're squeezing the muscles that restrain your urine. Hold it. Keep lifting up. Keep an upward feeling through the body and exhale through your nose. Keep lifting up though. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Fill up. Hold the breath. Lift the pelvic floor. If you can pull the belly in and up for Uddiyana Bandha, do that. Chin a little down and back. Jalandhara Bandha. Keep holding and keep lifting the body and sense energy swirling in the abdomen. I'm not going to cue the exhale. When you need to, you can exhale and lower your arms. Once you exhale, just put your hands in your lap or on your knees and be very still. And now please just, again, sense energy. Sense your aura. Sense prana moving through you and around you. We'll be sitting here for about 5 more minutes in stillness, and we'll do a visualization technique that'll prepare us a little bit for our healing meditation. So stay still and just notice your spine once again, like I asked you to do earlier. Just become aware of the coccyx, which is the base of your spine. Become aware of the crown of your head, which we're going to say is the top of our spinal column. And I want you to notice, please, the space in your spine that's right at the navel belly button level. That's roughly where the Manipura chakra is. That's the area that we energized with that practice. So sense that there's a presence there, like maybe, a fire, a flame. I like to sense a miniature sun, a star there. Now move your awareness up the spine and sense that there's a presence at the throat now. So your spinal column in the throat, that's the Vishuddha chakra. And pause your attention there for a moment and notice that there's energy there. Feel that energy is no longer as fiery. It's more subtle. It's more etheric, maybe blue or silver or purple in color perhaps. Once again, notice the belly. Sense that there's bright yellow-orange energy there. Then notice the throat. There's a subtle glow of etheric energy. It's not really physical fire, it's more like moonlight perhaps. And then lift your attention to the midbrain, and if it's hard to put your awareness in the middle of your head, you're not alone. There is a technique you could do to help with this. Keep your eyes closed, and if you want the technique, you can touch your peace fingers of each hand to either temple of your head. So temples, like near the ears or the eyes, your temples, just touch your peace fingers to each temple, and just apply very gentle pressure, and sense the middle point between where your fingers are pressing. Sense that place with your mind. That's roughly the midbrain where the pineal gland is. Third eye center. Now release the hands if you did that. And keep your awareness there for a second. And that's our Agnya or Ajna chakra, which gives us the power to see things clearly without emotional biases and egoic needs and wants. That chakra, that type of consciousness, gives us clarity, truth. Now hold your mind there for a moment. And then just place your attention at the very top of your head, the crown chakra, for a moment. That's your portal to the universe. So we'll be working with the belly chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown. All right. Start to deepen your breath. I'd like us to slowly come out of this, and then we'll take a moment to move our body for a second. So breathe a little bit. You can open your eyes, and if you'd like to shift around, go for it. One of the things I like doing is windshield wipering the knees. You can do that if it feels good. One of my other favorite things is Sufi grinds. What a cool name, right? Sufi grinds. It's like you're stirring your pelvis with your spine. You can do these, whatever feels good. We'll take about a minute or two to move the body a little bit because you've been sitting for a while. You could bop the knees and swish the toes also. So this unconditional healing meditation, it comes from a lineage. It's called the Himalayan Masters tradition. The teacher that I study with was taught it by his teacher, and his teacher was taught it by his teacher, and that goes on for forever, probably. And it's a specific thing. It's 3 parts, and I'll guide us through the whole thing. So first, we're going to identify a person that we'd like to send help to, send healing, or a group of people, or a situation even, or a building, or a house. The whole house needs help. So we'll envision that, and then the 3-stage process is we use our belly to imagine inhaling any of our own ideas about what healing should look like. Anything that we want for ourselves, we got to get rid of it. Because prana and the universe are neutral. Prana will help, but not in our way. So we inhale up the spine, and then we exhale through, like out through the throat. It's an imagination that we do. We inhale up, exhale out. And then the second stage would be the same thing, but using the crown. Inhale from the belly, lifting any of our own needs, wants, desires, biases up. We imagine everything shooting out the top of our head at that point. So there's a few breaths of that, and I'll guide us through that. And then the third stage is the actual sending of the healing, the prana. So imagine all the good energy we built here through the Kapalabhati. You can sense it as electricity, as lightning, as fire, as laser light, as however you envision it, lifting it to the third eye and then sending it like a radar beam, a laser beam, or a Batman spotlight. You know the Batman light? You can imagine that projecting from your third eye right to the heart of the person or the house or the situation or the challenge that you're going through. And we'll do that for a little bit. So that's the process in a nutshell. So let's do it together. So again, find your meditative seat, please. Adjust so you can be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, please be comfortable. Move things around. Doesn't matter what your legs look like. All right. Close the eyes. All right. Return to some deep breathing. All right. Envision the person, the place, the situation, the challenge, the problem, the building, the group of people that you want to send help to. Healing. This is unconditional healing. And just develop a very clear picture in your mind, a clear, still image of the recipient. All right, the first stage is we notice our belly chakra again, and we'll use our breath to inhale and use the spine as you go up to the throat. Then as you exhale, imagine your own egoic needs projecting out, cleansing out through your throat chakra. You're going to keep going on your breath. You can go slow or a little faster, but it's nothing vigorous at all. It's very subtle. So it's not a pranayama. It's just a natural inhale and then a natural exhale, but you're sensing and feeling that your own needs and wants are being released. Because what we need doesn't really matter to the universe too much. It's what the collective needs. It's what the whole needs. Now keep doing this thing, and if you're able to, mentally add the mantra Om. When you do the inhale, it's the Ah-oo sound. When you exhale and project out through the throat, it's the M sound. So in your mind, it'll be like Ah-oo, and then So do that for a few cycles. Feel this as a cleansing technique for yourself. You're purifying emotions here. You are healed by healing others. Okay, let's move to the second stage. We still will start at the belly, but this time we'll lift any funkiness up the spine all the way to the crown of our head on the inhale, and then on our exhale, project and cleanse it out, send it up and out. Any denseness, any emotional neediness, anything that you think should be the way, should be the case, release your attachment to the outcome. Healing may look like something totally different, but it may be healing at the same time, right? That's what we're getting okay with. That's what we're practicing to accept. Now, stay with that. If you want to add the mental mantra, it's Shanti. Shan on the inhale and Ti on the exhale, mentally to yourself. All right, now the third stage is where we send prana from our third eye to the heart of the recipient. Start again at the belly and lift purified energy now, purified prana up to your third eye. Then as you exhale, send it like a stream of health, a stream of light, right to the heart of the person or group of people or situation. Now, of course, your mind will wander, as it does with all meditations, right? Just bring it back. You're going to think about food. You're going to think about how uncomfortable the seat is. You're going to think about the cars driving by. Bring your mind back. It's all good. If you'd like to add the mantra, now we combine Om on the inhale and Shanti on the exhale. Om and peace, universal peace. As you inhale, it's the Om sound mentally. As you exhale, it's Shanti, peace, mentally. Do just a couple more cycles, please. Let's now release the active part of the technique and sense the person, see the person or group of people peaceful, calm, bathed in white light. Just cradled in white light. No words, no judgment, no ideas or thoughts. Just see the person or group bathed in white light, peaceful. Very good. All right, let's please lie down. For the remainder of our time together, we'll relax onto our back. And we'll do a short yoga nidra practice where I'll guide us through relaxation. So if you want to put something under your neck for comfort, you can, or something over your eyes, you can. If it's possible, relax your arms straight by your side if it's comfortable. Legs a little wider than hips too. If it's comfortable, have the palms up with nothing touching the fingers if you can. Let's all breathe in together. Open your mouth and just get really relaxed and really heavy. Get heavy. It's okay to feel heavy. Again, big inhale, please. As you exhale, feel yourself grounding and sinking into the earth more. Nice. Now do a few more breaths on your own and count down from 5. With each exhale, go one number lower. And you don't have to take full breaths, just sense the breath and count down to 0. Very good. Now I'd like you to notice your left hand, please. Just relax it, and then notice your right hand and relax that. Notice your left foot, make sure it's relaxed, and your right foot. Notice your left arm, relax it, and your right arm, relax it. Left leg relaxes, and right leg. Left side of your face, your cheek, your ear, your left eye, relax. Now the right side of your face, your cheek, your ear, your eye, relax. Now notice the left side of your chest and torso and relax the left side. Make sure the right side of your chest, torso are relaxed. Now feel the entire left half of your body, relax it, and the entire right half. Now sense your whole physical body as relaxed, and you can imagine looking down at your body from above and seeing perfectly healthy and whole body lying in peace and stillness, relaxed. Now I'm going to mention a series of images. No thoughts, just picture the image and then move on to the next one. This is a technique to help further smooth out our manomaya kosha, our mental emotional body. So just picture it, then move on. Flickering candle, brilliant sun, subtle moonlight, cross on a church, sliver of moon on a mosque, and endless desert, an endless ocean, distant ship smoke on the horizon of the ocean, the depths of the sea, a Buddha sitting cross-legged, a monk with a shaved head, white clouds, green clouds, pink clouds, vast blue sky, flock of birds, fireplace, smoke from a chimney, cottage in winter, candle flame flickering, puppy dog, cat, endless sky, violent ocean waves, calm glass-like pond, full moon reflecting in the pond, full moon between your eyebrows, full moon inside of your head, and now sense your body just bathing in moonlight. Start to gather that energy that you're being soaked in, and let's place it into our heart now. We haven't focused much on the heart space yet today, so let's do that now. Coalesce your vibes, your energy into your heart, and just see it, feel it, sense it, however you like. Middle of your chest. It's not necessarily the organ, the physical organ, it's more of the center of your being. And remind yourself that that energy there is your portal to infinite wisdom, knowledge, and willpower. It also provides us with joy and happiness. As you start to deepen your breath now, send fresh prana all throughout your body. You've done a lot of cleansing of your energy today, physically with breath and mentally with our kriyas, our meditations. So your vibe is purified. So as you breathe now, send good purified energy all through your body, down to your toes and fingers and knees and elbows. You can move the body a little bit. We're about at the end of our time together, so start to move a little bit, your toes and fingers, perhaps. I always like to close our practices with self-gratitude, so you can make the sign of prayer at your chest or touch your heart and belly if you'd like. However you want to show your self-gratitude. Maybe a smile. And then we'll breathe one last time together. Take a deep inhale and open your mouth, collective exhale. Very nice. All right, please take all the time you need. We'll come back very slowly. It's a good song to wake up to. Please take your time. There's no rush. Thank you to our online friends. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. And so this will be on my YouTube channel. If you want to do any of that again, oh, oops. I completely forgot to make a very important announcement. There will be a new class starting soon. I forgot about this. There's going to be a new class starting soon here at the. It's my most favoriteest in the world thing to do, to do, and it's an expansion of one I just led at True Fusion in January. We did a 20-hour course. This will be 25 hours, and it'll be here at this studio and at a remote location twice a week. So Saturdays 3:30 to I can't remember the time. Saturday afternoon and then Monday evening for 12 sessions. And we're starting July 15th. And the philosophy is all that stuff, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, something called theosophy. Eckhart Tolle is a big part of it. Lots of theory and the philosophy of yoga. And if you're a yoga teacher, it's 25 hours of CE credits, but you certainly don't have to be a yoga teacher. It can be for anybody who's interested in the philosophy of yoga. So Saturday afternoons here, Monday evenings at a different location. It'll probably be at my house, which isn't too far from here, because we need to do twice a week, and the studio's only available once a week for us. So 2-hour sessions, 12 sessions. That starts July 15th, if anybody's interested. Thank you for being here. Have a great day, okay? You gonna go to Red Rock? You already did. Nice, nice. Okay.